It's a great day in the history of the IOOF. We've been in Ontario, been operating as a long-term care facility in Ontario for more than a century. 1906 in Burlington, from Burlington to Toronto. 1940, from Toronto to Barrie. So we've been in Barrie for, I guess that's 86 years, I guess. So it's a long time. So this is an important day. It's been a lot of hard work. A lot of frustrations for some of us at times, but this is a great day of fruition when things come into being, and so we're happy for this day. I'm not going to introduce people that are here. It's nice to have the minister with us this morning. Thank you for coming. Nice to have our MPP with us as well, and the mayor as well this morning. And I have my board members of my board who were very important in this project, who supported me when I thought of the idea of having this torn down and building new long-term care beds here. That was very important. And so I have great support from our board, from my own management team that I've worked with for 10 years. I've been in this place now for 10 years. I thought I'd be retired before now. I suspect when I retire now, somebody will take me from my office and take me to one of the rooms when it's completed. That's not what I planned for, but that may be what will happen. But it is good to see you this morning. And I do want to say thank you. Of course, we've got great support from the Ministry of Long-Term Care, and we really appreciate the funding that's been provided. We also have had to find funding for our own selves from our bankers as well. It's good to have those folks with us, and I see the contractors here this morning, the folks who are involved, our architects, our engineers, and it's good to have all of you with us this morning. So again, a beautiful day. I was corresponding with the minister's office, and I think I wrote once, there's no reason why you can't have a groundbreaking in Barrie in January. Aren't we the Bahamas of the North? I thought Barrie was the Bahamas of the North. So there's no reason. Well, January didn't work out very well, Minister, but today it works out much nicer today, and you won't freeze when you go outside. We'll try not to keep you out there for 40 minutes. We'll just keep you out there for a short period of time. So it's good to see you this morning. Without any further ado, I'm going to ask my board chair, John Nicholas has been the board chair for how long, John? A long time. And I'm very grateful for the board, which really is the driving force behind what we do, and is my support. And John is going to come and have a few remarks, and then I think he's going to introduce the minister. So thank you, John.
I'm going to ask our board members who were able to make it today to stand and very quickly give your names. No long, drawn-out, Philip, this pertains to you. No long, drawn-out stuff. So quickly, come on, move it.
June Ritchie, Jan Marshall,
Jill Edwards, Mark Volkov, Bill Benson, Bob McCann, and Doug Chu.
Thank you, board members. Please be seated. Gary, thank you. And you know something? I remember when we hired you, and we expected great things of you at that time, and we have seen great things, and we're expecting still quite a bit more. So don't start to rest on your laurels. This announcement has been a long time coming. A long time coming, and I'm very pleased to say that I am very excited about the journey forward. How about you? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you to each of you for being here today for this vital announcement. With no further ado, I'll introduce our Minister for Long-Term Care and invite her to make her remarks. The Honorable Natalia Kushendova-Bashta, and hopefully I got that right. I had a Russian coach me on pronouncing your name. Member of the Provincial Parliament for Mississauga Centre and the Minister of Long-Term Care. Now, those of you who know me extremely well know that as a minister, I am not impressed with honors and titles. We all put our pants on every day the same way. We all put our boots on in the same way. And so honors and titles really don't impress me much. What does impress me are actions. Natalia she's in her third term as MPP for Mississauga Centre, having been re-elected in the 2025 Ontario general election. She was appointed to Premier Doug Ford's cabinet in 2024, where she serves as the Minister of Long-Term Care. Prior to politics, Natalia worked as a registered nurse in the emergency department of Etobicoke General Hospital. Currently, she is pursuing a master's degree in nursing research at Toronto Metropolitan University. But here is where the things that do impress me come into play. She also, during COVID, spent time volunteering as a nurse in hospitals. Very dangerous place to be during COVID. And this, to me, speaks to character more than being a minister for this, that, or something else. But as a minister, Natalia has introduced initiatives such as the Capital Funding Program to help meet the government's target of building 58,000 new and redeveloped beds, as well as programs to train nurses and PSWs in skin and wound care. Natalia, we welcome you here today.
Thank you so much for that lovely introduction. I guess with Barrie, second time is the charm. As Minister Khanjin mentioned, you guys have turned up the heat a little bit from yesterday, so I really do appreciate that for today. And speaking of ER, actually the hospital was calling me. Apparently there is 7 nursing shifts available for today at Etobicoke General Hospital. So, but of course I had to be here, and I'm so glad to be here for this incredible announcement. You know, today is a celebration. It is truly a milestone for this community, and I'm so pleased to be here with my colleague and friend, another minister mom, Honorable Andrea Khanjin, Minister of Red Tape Reduction, because, you know, she's been such a champion for this cause and many other causes when it comes to reducing red tape, when it comes to preserving a clean environment for future generations, the initiatives she's done around Lake Simcoe, and many, many others. She's one partner in crime that I always call upon for advice. And, you know, as a minister mom, we experience similar challenges, but also similar opportunities to pave the way for the next generation of women leaders. So I'm really proud to serve alongside Minister Khanjin in cabinet. 100 years, you mentioned 100 years of the IOOF legacy of working for seniors, taking care of seniors. And I know long-term care is always hard work, no matter how we look at it, no matter how we slice it. So to be committed to this cause for over 100 years, that truly is a legacy. So congratulations to all of you in this room and everyone else who came before you to pave the way. To the members of the board, thank you so much for volunteering. I know this is not an easy job. I know you give up a lot to be here, to spearhead the way. Building a new long-term care home, well, let me tell you, that is one big task that you have ahead of you. But let me tell you that I'm fully committed to this project together with my colleague and friend, and of course with Premier Ford. Today's announcement is just one out of 154 projects that we have ongoing. Can you imagine? We have 620 homes that exist in Ontario currently, and our current capital funding program has unlocked 154 current projects, which is absolutely incredible. Thank you. So to ensure that we reach our goal, our government, led by Premier Ford, is investing $6.4 billion to build 58,000 new and redeveloped beds across the province, the largest building program of its kind in Canadian history. Because at the end of the day, every Ontarian who needs long-term care deserves a safe, modern home near their friends and family in the community that they have helped to build. And thanks to building homes like this one, we're bringing the services Ontarians need and want closer to home. Today marks a significant day for Barrie and its surrounding communities, because today we are here to break ground freezing ground, on a brand-new expansion for the IOOF Seniors Long-Term Care Home on Brooks Street. This redevelopment project will provide Barrie and the surrounding communities with 64 new and 66 upgraded long-term care beds and will be completed in 2 phases. The modernized home is expected to welcome new residents once each phase is complete, with Phase 1 is expected to finish construction in the spring of 2028 and Phase 2 in early 2029. This redeveloped home will create 8 distinct resident home areas, or RHAs, of which will accommodate between 18 and 32 residents. And once construction is complete, new residents will be able to enjoy a variety of programs and services to help maintain their physical and mental health. This includes continuing the home's existing supports for residents with chronic conditions and cognitive impairment, additional health services such as ultrasound and diagnostic imaging, and a range of programs that incorporate physiotherapy and pastoral care, another minister, along with further offerings. All things that make this long-term care home more than just a home for those living there. It makes the home a community where residents can feel a sense of belonging. And so I was proud this past year to announce a brand new capital funding program in the past budget where we're changing the way we're funding long-term care. So now we are moving away from a fixed cost funding model to a funding which is a maximum up to 85% of total eligible construction costs. So as I said, this is helping us unlock many, many projects that perhaps were stuck in the past because of financial viability issues are now moving forward. And I also wanted to thank our financial institutions which are helping to bridge the gap and offer financing solutions for that remaining 15%. I'm so appreciative that the sector is seeing confidence in long-term care and that financial institutions are lending their hand, because you know what, I always say this, it truly takes a village. Government can't do it alone, the sector cannot do it alone. We need to be all hands on deck, including our municipal partners, to help us care for our loved ones. Our seniors deserve this. You know, our seniors have worked hard their entire lives. They have built this province, they have built this country. They have contributed with their taxes. They have raised children, and perhaps they're helping to raise grandchildren. You know, my mom is a helicopter grandmother, so she's actually going to my house right now to bring some home-cooked meals for my son. So when it's your time to age, you deserve time to age in dignity. And that's why we are all here, and that is why we're all committed to this project. Because this project represents hope for the next generation of seniors. It represents a beautiful, modern, state-of-the-art space. And you know, one of the hardest things that I do as Minister of Long-Term Care is when I go tour our facilities that are a little bit more outdated, perhaps our Class C and Class D facilities, because it is my dream and my hope that every single senior has the same standard of care and has the same quality of life. And that's only possible if we all work together towards this very ambitious goal. So I'm so proud to be here on behalf of Premier Ford. This really is good news. I also want to take a moment to thank our incredible staff, our PSWs, our nurses, our dietary aides, allied health professionals, the volunteers, the administrators, the janitors, every single person that wakes up, and we have over 120,000 dedicated staff to come and work in long-term care. I know that this is a work of their heart. I know they don't do it for the money. Let me tell you that. They do it because they really love our seniors. And I also love our seniors, and that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm committed to each and every one of you in this room and the next generation coming behind us. Thank you so much, and now I am honored to pass it on to Minister Kenjan.
Well, thank you, Minister Kristinova Bashta, for coming to Barrie. It's not her first visit. She's actually come here a few times, so thank you for coming in all types of weather. But the reason she's come here so many times is she gets the importance. You know, as Minister of Long-Term Care, as a mom of a recently 1-year, her son Matthew just turned 1, and someone who comes from the healthcare sector, understands the investments with growing communities like we have here in Barrie, the need we have. You know, when I got elected in 2018, IOOF was very quickly on my radar. That wouldn't have been possible without the great work of Gary here, because he, told me right away the plans, the vision that IOOF had to grow within the community. He had a vision, the board had a plan, and you're making it happen. And so today, is a big milestone for you, because as Minister Christinova-Vashta rightfully said, we have to change the financial models to be nimble with the times. And so, some projects were well on the way, ready to go, and so they hit red tape, they hit hurdles, they hit other barriers that we needed to quickly pivot as a government and respond to very quickly. So I want to thank you for your patience, the board and all members involved, from the contractors to the architects to everyone. As the minister rightfully said, it is a village, it takes a team effort, and it does take a lot of patience. But we wouldn't be here today making this groundbreaking announcement and celebrating what could be the future without your efforts. So I want to thank you, because I certainly was dedicated to this from day one, have seen the growth of IOF. I know the people who walk these hallways. I know the people who work here. They take such pride working under the IOF banner, the community you've built, whether it's the PSWs that I speak to, they love working here. The memory care unit you've expanded because you see the importance of memory care within our community. The fact that you also helped our regional hospital, Royal Victoria Hospital, during the pandemic, they need a place to help care for individuals. IOF, you took a leadership role, you raised your hand and you said you will help, and you did. And it was incredible help to our community, to those people, to those patients who had a warm bed to be in, who had great care. And that all starts from not only the board, but from Gary, your vision as well. So kudos to you. I want to thank Minister Natalia Christinova for bracing her in coming to the cold Barrie today, but also the importance you've placed, the knowledge you have in the sector, being able to make the financial model more nimble is going to allow us to build more long-term care homes. This is not our first groundbreaking together here in Barrie. We've been working on homes in Innisfil, we've been working in homes all across Simcoe County, and it wouldn't be possible without your effort and your voice at the cabinet table, because we get the future, the growth in cities like Barrie, because of the leadership of Mayor Alex Nuttall here. We're predicting in terms of the growth and the need. He's already up in front of it. He knows that we need to take care of our seniors, and certainly formed different policy groups, whether it's what you're doing with transportation, what you're doing with Barrie, the active Barrie 55+ community. We've seen it firsthand. And so you see the impact it has on allowing people to age at home as long as possible, which is a big part of our government's plan, the proactive approach, right? And so this, what we're announcing today is part of a bigger vision of this government. It's how do we allow people to age at home in place, allowing them for having good transit like we have here in Barrie, listening to our mayors of what are the needs so that we can have seniors who are really integrated in living our community, that they have accessible activities, that they can keep active, both cognitively and physically. But when they do need more healthcare services, we need to be able to be, again, responding nimbly to that. And it being able to have the care they do have at RVH, but then with their homes and senior homes like this, they have that wraparound care. They can age in place, and when they need long-term care homes, it's not that far away. And that just shows you that whole community team approach that we have not only with this government, with Mayor Nuttall, and with the leadership at IOF. So I want to thank you, congratulations, and without further ado, I'll introduce Mayor Nuttall, who's been a big champion of our seniors in this community. So thank you.
Now, certainly an honor to join you today. I want to say thank you for fitting me in. Your ward councillor here, Jim Harris from Ward 8, who we were together for the last announcement at the IOF, was supposed to speak on my behalf because we were talking about, believe it or not, long-term care at the county this morning, but we got through that a little sooner, so it was nice to be able to come and join you today. I don't really want to go over what's already been said, but I will talk about the importance of Minister Christinova's announcement today for our community. We talk about growth in the city of Barrie, and I think back to when I was a child. I actually lived maybe 8 houses from here, and we used to walk past every day to Sheer Park and then walk back. When you think about the growth from that point we were 38,000 people. Today we're 170,000 people. It is an immense amount of stress on the system. And the idea that we're not left alone, that the province is coming in, the minister's coming in, ensuring that we have the expansion to our services here for those who I believe are actually our most vulnerable citizens, that's our seniors. And the idea that we can invest inside of Barrie and help take care of people inside of Barrie, it is pivotal for us as a community. And so I really want to say thank you, Minister, for another announcement here in the city of Barrie about long-term care. The other piece I just want to say before I get out of the way and we go, we're going to use some ice picks outside to break the ground, is the IOOF, as Minister Khanjin said, you're there every time. And it doesn't matter if it's this facility or the one on Dean. It doesn't matter if it's COVID or there's just a senior that needs to be taken care of, or it is refugees coming into this country that need a home quickly, like now, and the IOOF steps up. So anything that we can do as a city to partner with you going forward, Gary and Mr. Chair, please let us know, because you have taken care of us on so many occasions and you take care of our loved ones every day. So as a city, we want to partner with you the way that you've served our community. We want to serve with you in that. So Minister, thank you again. We want to book another announcement in the future for long-term care. But until then, I know you'll work with our MPPs to deliver for Barrie and the province. Thank you. Am I bringing somebody back up?
If there's any media questions, are there any media questions? Yeah, we'll have a media question for Minister.
It's actually for Alex. Alex, can you jump up there for me, please?
I don't jump very often, Rob.
Scamper. Rob Cooper, CTV News Barrie. Hi, Alex. Speak to the importance of the additional beds, where the city stands as far as what it has moving forward.
Well, as you know, we've been, very concerned with the amount of long-term care beds in our city with relation to our relationship with the county. So when the province is able to just step right in and fund those in our city, it alleviates that problem to whatever degree they're able to step in on. So over the last year, we've had, I think it'll be about 200 beds between the different announcements. That's a very significant move forward. And we'll continue to work with the province and actually hopefully come back with something with the county as well that we'll need a certain minister to sign off on something for to move forward. But the reality is the demand is massive. We heard that even at the county this morning, where they're building out about 350 new beds and units. It's basically, call it a halfway through construction, and they have a list of close to 700. So, when you think about that in the middle of a rural area versus what we face in the city of Barrie, 170,000 people, like every single one of these beds counts, and we're just so thankful and supportive.
Alex, can you just speak to the shortage that is here? Do you have any numbers? I mean, as far as what we need, how many people are waiting, how long they're waiting, please?
I don't have that information directly available. I can go into some of the lists that we have with the city with the affordable long-term beds and affordable seniors housing, because there's kind of separate streams, but we can get you some of that information after this for sure.
Any other questions? All right, that concludes. We're going to go outside and take some photos. I don't think we're going to be breaking any ground, but we'll see.
3, 2, 1.
Woo! Woo! Yay! We love long-term care! Woo! Okay, one more with a lot more energy. Okay, ready?
More gusto.
Okay, and help us cheer, okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1. We love long-term care! Woo!